Okay, here is another idea for getting better video, audio and quality from your guests when recording a remote podcast. What I'm suggesting is that you send your guests a belly case containing the following: a GoPro Hero 9 with the media mode and a mini SD card, a mini tripod, a lapel microphone, a small LED light, and a USB power bank with the two USB-C cables. The total investment for this is less than £700 or $900. There are many good points of using a GoPro. First of all, the small size, but also the fact that your guest doesn't need to configure anything. With the media mode, you can mount an LED on top of the camera, and then you can also connect a lapel mic to your camera. You'll need to do some tests before you send the equipment to your guest. Some of the settings I use here are 4K resolution, 24 frames per second, ISO 100 and flat color profile. There is nothing you can do in terms of focus and aperture because those are fixed, they cannot be changed. The aperture of a GoPro is f2.8. You'll need to adjust the distance between the subject and the camera. A good distance is about 50 centimeters from the subject. You can adjust the light intensity until you get the exposure right using a light meter. I'm using this little thing, which is the Lumu light meter. It works with iPhones. For this particular LED, I've set the light intensity to 50%. I've set the color temperature of my light source to 4300 Kelvin, which is the same color temperature I have for the lights in my studio. I then take a test shot with a color chart. This one from X-Rite. The colors coming from the GoPro, in particular skin tones, are rubbish, so you'll need to do some processing in DaVinci Resolve in order to get the colors right. You can then send your guest a sort of guide on how to assemble the setup and record. That's what I'm going to do now in this part of the video. So first of all, make sure your laptop is at eye level. So open your laptop and then make sure it's at eye level. And you can do this by placing some books under your laptop. I'm going to turn it on so that you're going to see the sort of framing we're going to use. So we're going to adjust, center frame this. And it's very important that you use headphones so that I don't get any echo. I don't hear my own voice. So this is the sort of distance and the setup you're going to use. Now I'm going to close this. I'm going to send you this belly case. It's actually an Amazon hard case. So open it and remove the content. The first thing you do is that you start from the tripod. The tripod is made of two parts. There are the legs, so you mount the top part like that. And then let's place this here. Then you take the GoPro and you mount the LED light on top of it. Now make sure it's aligned, it's centered. And then you tighten this little screw so that it stays in place like that. Okay. Now you simply mount the camera on the tripod like that. So let's align the camera a little bit like that, and then you can tighten the screw here. No need to touch this. Now we're going to attach the cables. So take the USB-C and attach here to the light and here to the camera. Okay, now we got the two cables, and then connect the lapel mic here. Okay, now we got everything, and then connect everything to the power bank. This will ensure enough power for the camera and the light. Adjust the camera to the eye level. You can just push up. If you rotate the tripod, it will lock. So if you rotate counterclockwise, you can move it. And then once you get the right height, you can lock it by rotating it clockwise. Okay, so if this is not enough, then you can just bring this up like that, and then you can adjust it. Okay. For the distance, you can use A4 paper to get an idea of what's the right distance, or just use a tape. Here I have an electronic tape, and just measure about 50 centimeters, half a meter from you. So said in another way, you can just use two A4 papers this way, and then use half this one like that, and place it here more or less. Okay, this is about 50 centimeters, and this is about 23 degrees. Where the lapel mic here, and now you're ready to go. So first of all, turn on the camera. You turn on the camera by pressing the power button here. So we'll hear the beep, and you can see a screen here. So what you're going to do now is you're going to adjust so that you see your right eye in the square that I have here, in this marker, when you look at the laptop, approximately like this. Okay, now turn on the light from the top button here. The light might not turn on if you have this cable connected, so just unplug the cable and then turn the light on. You turn the light on from this button here, the top one. So in order to record, you just press this button here. And then you can see a red light and the timer progresses. Okay, so in case you need to adjust the level, you can do it by using the ball head here and unscrewing this one. So you can adjust the level of the camera with this one. Like that. Okay, so now it's recording, and as long as the thing records, you're ready to go. So once you're done, simply turn off the light, stop the recording, and then turn off the camera from here. You need to press strongly here. You need to be hard. Now it's off, and you can pack everything. So let's pack everything back. You unplug the USB, you unplug the lapel mic, and that's it. For those interested in color details and color grading the GoPro footage or matching it with other cameras, please get in touch. Thanks for watching.